Zoe.
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Your job is?
I'm one of the youth staff on board, so mainly I take care of all the different teenagers that we have. So that's our 12 to 17-year-olds on the ship.
Okay, on an average week, how many 12 to 17-year-olds do you end up with?
So this week we actually only have 210, but that's because it's very, very low counts. So 2 weeks ago we had, I think, maybe 700 on board. So,
and how many of you are there to take care of?
4 if we're lucky. If we're lucky, 4, sometimes 2. So
wow.
Yeah, it
how
gets
do you
pretty
manage
busy.
that?
I mean, it's really hard. We have to stay with them till 1 a.m. because that's when all our parties go to, and we're open from 10 a.m. So they're big days with the kids, and I mean, you have to have a lot of energy to keep up with them because some of them, you know, they're playing basketball, they're doing scavenger hunts. So yeah, you have to be able to run around with them and get them hyped up as well for everything.
Now, you're from Australia, right?
Yes, that's right.
And your goal is to travel around the world?
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying my best.
I read your bio.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to travel, so I think ships for me is great. I mean, the ships can go anywhere in the world. My last one did Australia, New Zealand, and Bali. This on the Caribbean. Hopefully, the next one will be somewhere around Europe.
Oh, wow. So, take us through this area. We're in we're in kids area.
Yeah, this is called the living room. So this is an area only for 12 to 17-year-olds. No adults allowed at all. We always tell them mum and dad aren't allowed to come in here.
Do the kids like that?
They love it. As soon as I tell them, they like start cheering. So it's really good. Like, it's just for them. It means it's a safe environment for them. This is mainly a chill out area. We'll also have our game shows here. We have different game shows like 60 seconds or less. We have Battle of the Sexes. We have a sort of quest type game show for the kids, and they love just sitting here chilling out. We also do trivias here and different card games, things like that. So they love this area.
So what do you have on the big screen?
So over on our big screen, this is where we normally have our video game tournament. So Just Dance, for example. We also do a lot of like Mario Kart, which is my personal favorite, and different Wii games like that. And then over here is where we have all the information for our team. So this one is today, what's happening, and then these pamphlets here have the entire week. So if they ever want to find out what activities are being run and what they can do on the ship, then they just have to come here and check things out, or ask one of the staff members, of course.
So what have we got back here? Yeah,
if we keep going, we've got a couple of different books for the kids. Honestly, most of them are stuck to their phones, but in case they want it. We have foosball tables as well. They love the foosball tables. Yes, definitely. Like, it actually sometimes gives you a bit of a headache because they're just bashing it the whole time, but it's good. At least they're having fun. Over here, this is a pretty cool thing, I think. I've never seen this on a ship before, but it's pretty much just 10 or 11 different TVs that they can play lots of different video games. We've got Xbox, PlayStation and Wii consoles, and so a variety of different video games they can play all the time during the day.
So is each TV connected to 3 different consoles, or is it like this one's Xbox?
Exactly, yeah. If underneath the TV it says the game and the console that it's on. So
okay.
All they have to do is come over, have a look at what it's got to offer, and then come ask us for the controller, and then we give it out to them. I find these really, really popular. It's good at the start as well when they're a bit nervous about making friends. You can just play a video game with someone and then you're bros for life or whatever. So it's good. I
noticed the area is very conducive to meeting people. You've got them like the meeting areas, like different hangout areas.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all about making friends and like finding new people to have these great experiences with. So this is, I call it the circle of friendship over here. So it's a great area either just to sit around and hang out, or sometimes play card games and things like that here as well. Or just start off like a capture the flag type game, that kind of thing. And then in this one is another similar place, the music studio, so they can always ask us to borrow out instruments like guitar or a keyboard. Yeah, and then they just sit in here.
That's something a lot of people will actually know.
Exactly.
So what sort of instruments do you have?
At the moment we've got a guitar and a keyboard, and we're trying to get more because obviously they're always asking, and if they can play the instrument it's even better because, you know, it sounds really nice for us. But it's also like just a nice quiet place, so even if they don't want the instrument they can just chill out in here. It's sort of a bit secluded away from everyone else if it's too busy out here for them. And then around the other side is just a couple more different sitting areas. Again, just sort of like smaller places for them to sit. If they don't want to be in a big group, 2 or 3 of them can just sit over here and have a chat, which is always nice for them.
Okay, so you've got, it's day 1, embarkation day. You've got the fresh kids coming in, don't know anybody. How do you kind of deal with that when they first come in?
Yeah, of course. You know, you have some kids that they're fine, they're so confident, they jump out and they want to speak to everyone. Other kids, you know, they're really nervous and they need that little push. So what we actually do is have a meet and greet. It's on at 8 p.m. the first night. We try to get them all to come in. They can start chatting to everyone. We have the foosballs out, some of the games, so they can sort of do a few neutral activities to get conversation rolling. And then we go over the schedule for the week, we go over some of the rules we have, and then we start playing those different games, which hopefully gets them all involved and gets them in groups together. The actually main game that we play on that first night is dodgeball, and I think that's a great game to have friendship. I don't know why, but running around throwing balls at each other just sort of makes friends for life, so that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So do you serve food up here?
No.
Or drinks?
No, we don't serve food or drinks, but we do have the Wipeout Cafe just outside and to the left. So it's so close by for them. We always tell them, you know, guys, stay hydrated, especially in the Caribbean. It's so hot, so go get water, go get a pizza or a hot dog as well. But we don't like them bringing it in here just mainly for food allergies. We want it to be a safe place. We don't want anyone to be worried about you know, someone's brought nuts in or something like that. So yeah, we keep that free of that.
Oh, excellent. Now I noticed on the program that you also have the times of Windjammer where the kids can eat as a group.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that sometimes the parents barely ever see the kids.
Yeah, of course. Like, I hardly see the parents. I see the parents the first night pretty much, and then it's like, okay, bye guys.
It's yours.
Yeah. I actually love the Windjammer. I think that's such a great activity for the kids. It's another way for them to sort of bond and become friends. Like, we'll all just go up and have dinner with them, and for us as well. Like, they don't see us as like adults that just run things, but you know, we're able to have a nice relationship with them too. So that's always really good. We try to do that on the first night and the last night of the cruise, and I think it's really nice for them. The first night, they're all a bit nervous and not really talking, and then by the last day of the cruise, they're all like best friends. So a really nice big group. Yeah.
So do you get any tears at the last time?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and they'll be like coming and crying and hugging me, and I'll be like, guys, come on, it's just been a week. And they're all getting each other's Instagrams and Snapchats at the end of it. So it is really, really nice. Like, you can see that some people have made friends for life and a couple of little holiday romances and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it is sweet.
So what would you recommend for parents bringing a couple of kids? Anything that they should know? Any tips?
I think just definitely try to come that first day. For me, like, that's the day that kids come and everyone doesn't know anyone. So that's the day that you can make friends with everyone when it's a bit new. When you come on day 3 or something, it feels like everyone is already friends. So it's maybe a little bit more daunting to come in. But yeah, parents, come the first day. You can talk to the staff members, then you can come in and have a look at the facilities, see that it is a really nice space, supportive, safe for them and everything. And then the teens are actually able to meet everyone else when everyone's nervous and a bit scared at the start.
Great. And then next door you've got Fuel?
Yeah, next door we have Fuel, which is our nightclub. Did you want to walk over there and have a look?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. And if any of you guys watching have any questions, please go ahead and ask. There are 3 over here.
Oh, thanks. Hey guys, I'll come over in a second and do some trivia with you guys if you want. We can do Australian trivia, it's my favorite.
She'll win.
They're not very good at Australian trivia. Alright, so this is Fuel, which is our nightclub sort of disco area for the kids. It doesn't look as good because it's daytime, but when it's at night, you know, we have all the lights, fluoro going crazy. We have the music pumping. I've got, you know, all their music like Drake and everything like that. It's really good. Like, when we have like those 800 kids on board, it gets really busy.
Wow.
We split them up into 2 groups then. So it's 12 to 14s have one party, 15 to 17s have a party in another time. That way it doesn't get too crazy and you have people of a similar age group hanging out together. So I think that's a lot nicer. You have a bit safer environment for those younger ones.
And then you've got a bar area, so you do serve drinks
just bar area. We're not doing drinks at the moment. It's sort of getting all cleaned up and fixed and everything.
Gotcha.
But again, just a nice place for them to all sit down and hang out. They're either here on the dance floor or sitting down there as well. We also sometimes have movie nights in here. So we have a huge television. We've got some cushions over there and they all hang out and watch, you know, like Jurassic Park or Divergent or something like that.
Sounds better than what we have out there.
Yeah, exactly. All the adults always try to come in. They're like, what's happening in here? And I'm like, no, just for the kids.
Just for the kids.
Yeah.
Now you said, of course, 12 up. What is that for kids under 12?
There's a great program called Adventure Ocean. So it's on our ship, just sort of down into the front of the ship. It's a great program. It's from 3 to 11 years old. We have 3 different rooms for those age groups. So we have activities run specifically designed for the age of your child. So it means that, you know, for the younger ones, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, it's more sort of art-based and a bit of free play and lots of toys. But then the older ones have more things like, I guess, dodgeball and like really big science activities and a lot more sort of competitive kind of based activities. So they're really, really good ones. We also even have a nursery on the ship. So if you have babies, toddlers, they can also come in.
So definitely good for parents with kids, can drop them off.
Exactly,
Go off and do their parenting stuff.
Of course, and again, like we have so many staff on board that if parents are nervous, they can just come and speak to any one of us, and we're more than happy to, I guess, provide information about the different activities that we do. And sort of, if their child is nervous as well, we can sort of try to buddy them up with other children of similar ages.
Got it. Now, I've seen some parents are very neurotic. I was like, oh my God, I can't let my child do this. How do you handle those, the ones that want to like drop them off, but they want to be with them every second of the time? Yeah.
I mean, I completely understand that. Some parents are like that. But you just have to remind them that, like, everyone working, like, we all have degrees. Like, we're really qualified to be working with the kids. We've done this for so long. We have so much experience. And all the activities that we have, like, most of the kids, sometimes they're a bit nervous in the first 10 minutes, and then they forget about it, and they're begging their parents to go back to Adventure Ocean. So I think, like, it's definitely worth it. They just have to get them to go the first time, and then they'll love it.
Right. Now, one question that has come up, what happens if you've got a family has 2 kids, one is 17 and one is 18?
All right, unfortunately, because we have such a rule that, you know, 18-year-olds are technically adults, and under that they are minors. Unfortunately, they can't be in this teen activity center together, so 18-year-olds aren't able to come in. However, Oasis of the Seas, for example, is so big that there's so many other activities all around the ship. We have, you know, dodgeball competitions for everyone, there's Zumba classes, there's volleyball, there's line dancing classes. So there's other activities. They're just not able to be in the teen club together, but there's definitely millions of other things around the ship. You know, zip line, rock climbing wall, they can just go and see shows together. So there's definitely still options for them. We just can't bring the 18-year-old into here.
Got it. Okay, well, thanks ever so much.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.